What's up, Laker fans? Can you guys hear me? This is my second film session. Thank you for joining me. Just as a precursor before I get started, um, I am realizing that as I do these, especially with the turnaround time, I need to focus on micro topics and micro skills more than sort of a, and this is my evaluation of the entire game type of thing. It's intended to sort of teach or show a cool play or sort of a broader concept. And what I want to do with this one is start out with a couple of plays from AD at the elbow with an emphasis on the screen setting that Redick has been talking about. So let's get right into that. All right, Edwin, welcome. All right, start here. LeBron and Katie saying what's up. Let's get right into it. All right, so the elbow initiation from AD. We're being a little bit generous with the term elbow here. He's lifted up, and part of the reason you do that is when you want to beat teams with back cuts, if you think they're pressed too far up on you, you kind of lure them out further onto the perimeter on your catches so that you can back cut. And what happens here, what makes this play happen is Austin actually making contact on the screen. Frees up D'Lo. There's a pocket between Jones and Plumlee, and it's right there. Easy money. We can see the window in real time right here. And so actually setting screens on these work wonders. Here's another one. We'll go slow on this, where Gabe makes contact. And now with AD at the elbow, part of the reason why I like him in this spot is that he himself is a threat. AD's man, as you see, they've got all their arms are up, or 3 of the 4 arms are up. And the fact that the 4th one isn't up is why this pass goes through. This is, as I've talked about, switching on today's pod that's going to come out soon. One of the most vulnerable points is at the moment of the switch. And so you want to get high hands and engage out onto the ball. Much harder to do against a 6'11 Anthony Davis. And so it becomes a game of find the passing angle. As you see in the still frame, it's all jammed up. What we got 6 bodies right here. But all over here on this left side is wide open. And so both LeBron and AD know that. And the fact that Oso Ighodaro, who I really like, who apparently kicked butt for us, by the way, in his workout. He beat the crap out of all of the other bigs, apparently. But he doesn't have his right hand up. And so it's a ball fake down there. Or not a ball fake, but he brings it down there. And that's the window. Boom. So all starts with Gabe making contact. All right, what do we have here? Also, a different angle to this play is LeBron's getting ball pressure to start here. JJ Redick has talked about it. We don't really want LeBron having to do too much work here. So it's like, yeah, he turns him a couple times. Give the ball up, run off of the ball. You beat pressure with pressure. So this is a classic way of beating that. Oh, you want to pick up full court? Going to make you pay. Again, Gabe actually sets contact on the screen. And what happens, what you want to do is this pocket forms right in between. And you see everybody with all eyes on it. Everybody knows. You want to open up into it. And then I'm going to rewind it in a sec. Watch how slick LeBron is with this. Part of it is disguising the pass. Is it a dribble? Is it a pass? And he just keeps it close to the vest. Sorry, I didn't rewind it enough. Let's do that again. But he just keeps the dribble really close to the vest and just flips it. Boom. And it's just perfect, right on the money. Get an and one. But Gabe is going to be a key player, and this screen setting is an important part. All right, so this is the next topic. Were you guys able to hear me okay on all that? Awesome. Audio is good. Cool. Thank you. All right. Had a few minutes of 2 big lineups. This is something you've heard me say on the pod, and I know several people texted me, were like, I thought of you on this play, but still had to show it. 2 big lineup, right, with Jackson and AD. What these 2 big groups do is freeze up AD to either solve problems that you face on the perimeter or gives you a great opportunity to take advantage of the other team. So here he's on Royce O'Neal, and they do the handoff. AD likes to guard guys, giving them a little bit of extra space. And I get it because he's sort of like, I can get from here, kind of not going under the screen, but side by side of the screen, definitely giving O'Neal space to, I can get to that very quickly, right? And so he can get enough of a contest to bother it, and then it just becomes a very difficult problem for them. That isn't even a like just get the rebound and fling it ahead type of play, but the whole way O'Neal has no chance. And so we've always had these points we've always had these points just kind of waiting for us if we played two big groups, having AD out there just contesting threes, keep running, easy buckets away. This one, I love this angle. I love this shot. It's sort of the LeBron, the maestro, as a power player and how he creates advantage and then seals it. This move that he puts on Josh Okogie. All right. So a little between the legs and then into the spin move, and watch how he seals it with that outside, with that inside hand. So watch that again. He goes from dribbling with his left hand to it becoming a picture perfect armbar right there. And what he's done is he sealed both of Okogie's arms on the outside of his arms. And now you're going to see a fight. Okogie's like, oh crap, I got to get out from this armbar. So you're going to see him raise his left hand to get over it, right? And now LeBron has raised his armbar as well up into the chest. This is an opportunity to reach in and get a steal, but he's off balance. And so LeBron is way ahead of him, has pulled the ball back to protect it. You can see all the weight on Okogie's foot. And watch this is something I really gained an appreciation for getting the footage I got with the Lakers was if you can, LeBron has this incredible way of hitting you exactly when you are most off balance. So watch this last blow right here with the shoulder. Boom. Okogie's on one foot when he hits him there. So it becomes this like, Okogie's a strong guy that if he had both feet under him, he'd be able to weather that hit a lot better. But instead, it becomes he's way back on his back leg right there. He's there, but he's basically helpless. So beautiful stuff from LeBron. Let's watch it in slow motion, but without interruption. Beautiful work. All right. All right. So that's just sort of the those were the main of the close-up plays. We're gonna go to 16:9 now to the wider angle. Some stuff we switched a lot. We want to switch 1 through 4. Caught my eye. I loved that AD, we've got AD here guarding KD. AD had a little bit of defensive versatility that really stood out to me in his first game under Redick, where you ever have a job where you just do the same thing every day, and maybe you're really good at the job, and that's why people have you do that. But for AD's sake and well-being and the good of the team, him having some variety in his defensive assignments are great. So it's like, yeah, let's have him guard Kevin Durant on this possession. Let's have him, be that second big in a two big lineup. And he's the one guy on our team where it's like KD doesn't have that I can just shoot over the top of you, at least to the same degree, right? So, and forgive me, these are jumbled, so I'm going to be going from topic to topic from here on out. This is the philosophical question I have for you guys. Are these next two shots good shots? Let's ignore that Dalton gets blocked here. What do we think? Are these good shots? I don't think so. And this to me is I'm curious Redick's thought on the pull-up three within in those type of circumstances. Now, if that's LeBron or if that's D'Lo, I think some guys should have access to it. Like you could take that shot when you're feeling it, but that to me isn't like a blanket permission across the board type of thing. All right, this is LeBron and Bronny's first play together. I thought it was cool because their first possession was a great defensive possession for the team. So Bronny's going to pick up full court. Kind of a pain in the ass. Get the ball over to Beal. Then Jackson guards that well. So we got LeBron as the low man rotating over. And so that leaves the corner, and that's going to leave a rotation for Dalton. Dalton drops down as he's supposed to. So they kick it out to here. That's Bronny's rotation, which he makes. Good stuff. Dad, in kind, makes his rotation. We've got Austin fighting to front the post. What you're going to have on this type of rotation is if you flip the back to here, it's very easy to get boxed out on a switch right here because Austin's covering Plumlee. So the next thing that Austin has to worry about is like, I got to get in front of the post player. Otherwise, you get buried right behind him, and it's an easy post entry and jump hook for a 2-footer. So Austin fights for position. Good stuff. LeBron on the ball. Good rotation by Bronny. Jackson moving them puppies. Lakers force a turnover. So I thought that was pretty cool. LeBron and Bronny forcing a turnover together. All right, I'm going to play some just kind of random plays that I liked from here on out. We've got, oh yeah, Max fighting over the top to beat Booker to the spot. I thought Booker's a guy that has given Max problems before, and for as bad as he was on offense, especially later in the game, I thought that he did a good. Oh, this should be longer. The magic of television. Let's go to there. Sorry, I want to have this edited in real time. Go to there, make that 100%, so y'all can watch it. Extended. Then finishes with a nice two-hand jam. Let's go. All right. Again, importance of making contact on the screens. You've got AD on the hand. After you make the handoff, you can't just bail out on this. And so you want the shape of your body on your screens to be sort of like the letter A. So a lot of basketball situations, you want your feet under your shoulders, not really on a good screen. You want to get wider than your shoulders like AD is here. And you want to target the middle of their chest. So good stuff. That creates an advantage, creates a decision for KD right here where it's like, do I hedge down on Gabe? You probably should just give up this shot to Gabe, because if you're helping out LeBron, and that's easy points for LeBron right there. So good stuff. Let's see, what else do we want to hit? We turn down the 1 second, y'all. All right. I think I'm going to wrap up here. Forgive me, guys. I got to do these live, and it's getting a bit noisy around here. So I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you very much for joining me. Going to do these like 12, 15. You can't hear the background noise? Okay, good stuff. You guys want to keep going? All right, let's do it. Oh, wrong one. All right, we looked a little bit. Our post-ups were the most like, we don't really know what we're doing possessions. And so this is an example of that. Yeah, what I want to show here, I love Rui in spots along the baseline, whether it's the dunker spot here, corner or corner. And so on these post-ups, it is partially going to be a little more stagnant. LeBron had a couple of these. It's about finding these open windows right here. And so Rui's really good at that and can jump off of 2 feet and get a finish, or can attack the basket like that. Same idea here. Now, what I love about the potential of this year's team is ideally a good team can beat you with skill or power or other things in between. And so with Phoenix as a small team, it becomes this series of games of like, how do we take advantage of that? And part of it is, again, overwhelming with 2 bigs, quote unquote. Now, is LeBron big in a big picture sense? Probably not. But as a post-up player, he's certainly a force. And so what this does is it pulls Phoenix into a strong side zone. Plumlee comes over right there. Jackson is matched up with their wing. Who's that? O'Neal, maybe? And so Jackson's really good at sort of maintaining these seals and getting inside position. So by pulling Plumlee away from the basket, it creates an advantage. So even though LeBron barely hits the front of the rim there, you still created a good scoring possession. What do we have here? Oh yeah, Austin shooting up bricks. I don't love all of the, like, that's an open shot. I know Redick wants to take more of these type of shots. I don't think that's Austin's game as much, but I also think that there is a space to let him grow into that. What was this one? Yeah, not doing a ton off of the ball on our post-ups. What was this? Good chase by Rui. What do I want to see on this one? Yeah, this is part of the versatility of AD's job, right? Now, Phoenix is small here, and AD's covering Durant as a result, but AD can totally run around a screen and get a hand up on a jumper, keep running down court, you know. I'm excited about the Dalton and AD two-man game. This is what I wanted to show off of this is they get a couple progressions into the sequence of this same play. First is this pull up with Dalton. I don't know if do I have the second play on here? Forgive me if I don't. AD very willing to shoot threes. I'm very much in the miscellaneous portion of the program. Let's see what else we got. D'Lo with a good chase off. Yeah, that same play we watched earlier. This is we talk a little bit about on the pod today about ball pressure and sort of the downside to it. We've got Austin has been pressed up on the ball handler quite a bit, and that's going to make you vulnerable to just one move and attack, and that collapses your defense. So this will be a big part of the calculation for Redick this year. And yeah, that is the end of my tape from this one. Thank you for joining me. I'll trim this up a little bit and post it to YouTube. But yeah, this was fun. I'm going to do one tomorrow on a specific topic on how the Lakers are getting into their offense. So join me tomorrow at noon. Thank you for being with me, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.